And new tonight, hurricane season will begin on June 1st. Fox 31's Carrie Capello joins us live now with information on hurricanes you might not be aware of. Carrie.
Thanks, Stephanie. Well, as part of our special coverage of Hurricane Week tonight, we're looking at the development of hurricanes and how southwest Georgia can be affected.
The Atlantic hurricane season starts on June 1st and lasts until November 30th.
It's part of the energy balance on the Earth, and so we don't like hurricanes to hit land, but they are a natural part of how the Earth atmospheric and oceanic systems work.
When hurricanes develop, they need a lot of warm water and relatively light wind shear to do so.
You have tropical depression, which is the weakest stage of a cyclone. If it intensifies or gets better organized, it becomes a tropical storm. From there it goes to a hurricane, and once it becomes a hurricane, there are 5 stages, or the so-called Saffir-Simpson scale stages, that are based off wind speed.
As these tropical systems develop and move towards land, watches and warnings are issued.
Don't focus on that skinny black line that you see down the center of the cone. The storm can be anywhere in that cone at 3, 4, and 5 days out. So if you're included in that thread area inside that cone, you really need to be paying attention to where the storm is going to go.
Every coastal community from Canada through the eastern Atlantic and Gulf Coast, Latin America, and across the Caribbean is vulnerable to these massive storms.
Tropical storms and hurricanes are not just coastal events. The inland effects have occurred many times in the past with some devastating consequences.
There are 4 primary threats that we're concerned about, but in South Georgia, there's 3 that we're at risk for, and that's the tornadoes, the inland flooding, and the strong winds.
NOAA has recently released the seasonal hurricane outlook for this upcoming season.
Well, typically in the Atlantic, we get about 11 named storms, about 6 hurricanes, 2 to 3 major hurricanes. There's been a lot of talk this year that we could be heading into an El Nino season.
Because of El Nino, we're expecting a little less activity than usual, but that doesn't mean the storms that do develop will be less intense.
It's only going to take one storm in our area to cause significant destruction.
Well, there's no good time for a tropical system, but there's always a good time to be prepared going into hurricane season.